Hello and welcome to Client Hub. My name is Judy McCarthy. I'm an accountant and I'm here to give you an overall tour of the navigation of Client Hub and talk to you about which features are available to your firm users or your clients. So let's get started. We'll begin here at our Customer Success Center. This can be located from the left navigation at the question mark icon. The Customer Success Center gives you access to getting started resources, our full knowledge base, connections to our community and social media, as well as access to our dedicated US-based customer support team. We encourage you to come back to this page whenever you need help or have questions. I'll start with the left navigation bar. This bar includes all the icons for the general navigation. You'll notice as I mouse over those icons, the labels appear. Some labels may not appear for staff users depending on their permissions in Client Hub. We'll go ahead and begin at the top under Clients and Workspaces. For each client company you add to Client Hub, we'll create what Client Hub calls a workspace area. When we select a client from the list, this will display two main areas at the very top. The Client Portal, which includes the Client Workspace and the File Manager. These areas are visible to both your client and your team. These are the collaborative areas of Client Hub, where you will communicate with your clients, share files, and give them easy access to shortcuts to their app stack and links to valuable resources such as training materials and commonly used forms. Over in the Firm Only section, these areas are only available to your internal staff. That includes the internal workspace and client details. Let me go ahead and break down each of these areas for you. The Client Workspace first panel is the client tasks. You and your team can create tasks and assign them to your clients. This makes it easy for everyone to know what items are still outstanding and what items have already been responded to. A client task can include questions, reminders, as well as requests for files. The Conversations panel located in the center of the page is a secure way for your team and clients to communicate. This eliminates communication silos created by text messaging and emails sent to individual inboxes. At the top of the Links panel, you'll see the Easy Upload button. Your team and clients can use this feature to upload documents directly to the File Manager. And as mentioned previously, the Apps and the Resource section provides easy access to your client's tech stack and on-demand access to resources they may need. This area can be customized for each individual workspace. Moving on to the File Manager, again, this is an area that's visible to both your clients and your staff members. The only caveat here is that your clients cannot see the internal folders. Anything you and your team add to those folders are only visible to them. The File Manager collects all the documents that are uploaded using that Easy Upload feature or through the Conversations or Client Task panel. Next, we'll jump into those Firm Only features. We'll begin with the Internal Workspace. Again, remember, this area is only seen by you and your team. This is broken down into 4 panels. The Jobs panel is going to include all of the work for this client assigned to your team. Jobs can be created by templates, our magic workflow, or you can create them from scratch. I'll also point out to you that anytime you see an icon in purple in Client Hub, that is an AI-enabled feature. Moving on to the Pin panel, think of your Pin panel as your watch list. Many areas of Client Hub, including Jobs, Client tasks, messages, notes, emails, all can be added to this pinned panel. They can be assigned to members of your team, but don't confuse this with a job. These are just watch items. You'll also have an area in Client Hub to create notes. The main note is the client information area, where you can add information to share with your team. You can also add additional notes, which may be notes about calls or meetings that you have with your clients, or things like payroll and sales tax schedules. Finally, if you're connected to your Outlook or your Gmail, any email associated with this client will appear in the email panel. This could be emails that arrive to either your inbox or members of your team. Whenever a member of your team chooses to share an email, it will appear in the email panel. Moving on to the client details page. This is your main hub for everything that you need to know about this client. Remember, this page again is only seen by you and your staff. Clients do not have access to the client details. This gives you the ability to securely store passwords related to this client. You can upload your client logo, add tags, and you can keep information under the client details area about this client. This area is fully customizable from your setup and settings page. Finally, this is where you'll invite your client users into the workspace if you haven't already. You can choose to invite a new client user, or if you have a client user that's already in Client Hub in a different workspace, you can invite that client directly from that workspace. If your client workspace is connected to QuickBooks using our integration, you'll also see two additional tabs. Under the Client Portal area, you'll see the Reports tab, and under the Firm Only area, you'll see Books Review. The Reports area allows you to create a financial report package for your client. This utilizes their QuickBooks Online data. You can create those financials, add AI insights using our tool, which will give your client a deeper understanding of their financials. When ready, click Publish Report, and your client will be notified. They'll have access to these reports right in the Reports tab. In the Books Review area, this gives you the option to go ahead and review transactional information from within QuickBooks. This is a live integration pulling in those transactions, giving you the option to review, make updates, giving you the ability to review these transactions and push those updates back to QuickBooks Online. You can also add comments, create a client task to get more information or assistance from your client, or open the transactions in QuickBooks. These categories include expense inconsistencies, purchases without payees, purchases in a parent account, large transactions, in which you can set your own threshold, and transactions without an attachment. Again, all these areas have those same action options that you can assign items to your client for assistance. Books Review also gives you the option to review those QuickBooks Online financials. You'll select your time period, and Client Hub will do a comparison. Use our AI analysis tool to view those areas of inconsistency. At the bottom, you'll find the W-9 1099 Manager. This area gives you the option to view your vendor list, identify if they're eligible for a 1099, and request the W-9s directly from Client Hub. This area is again a live sync with QuickBooks. If you're preparing your 1099s out of QuickBooks, no additional action is required. If you're using another software such as Tax 1099 or Track 1099, you'll have the option to export the information to a CSV file to import to your other software. Clients only have access to those client portal features that we reviewed previously. In the inbox, you'll be able to see your priority emails that are emails coming in from or related to your clients. All other emails will go into the recent inbox. Keep in mind that client portal feature is the best way to communicate with your clients. However, we know that sometimes an email related to that client may come in, and you want to be able to take an action or associate it with the client. You can preview the email by clicking on the message. You'll have the option to share the email in the email panel in the internal workspace for this client, create a thread summary, or create a job in your internal workflow. Additional options to reply to this email or move it on to trash. Keep in mind, each member of your team will add their email address to their inbox. You'll only have access to those emails that they share with you within the internal workspace. Let's move on to the Dashboards page. The Dashboards icon, only seen by firm users, has multiple tabs at the very top. These include dashboards for all the activities within Client Hub. The Jobs dashboard gives you access to view all of the jobs assigned to you. This is where you and your team should work from every day. Clicking on a job opens up the details and allows users to go ahead and view the information about the jobs. and mark off those tasks as they complete them. Jobs can be set up with repeat rules and have a start date and due date. There's also an area for comments on the job. You can attach files and use the Client Hub time tracking. There are two views of the jobs dashboard. The card view, which provides access to all jobs scheduled to start within the next 7 days. Or you can move on to the list view, which is more comprehensive. Dashboards can be customized using filters at the very top, including access for managers and admins to view staff members' dashboards, or access to view the dashboard for everybody on your team. Use those filters to drill in and only see the information you need to see. The list view also gives you the ability to go ahead and take actions on your job, including changing owners, updating statuses, adding tags, and removing tags. Next is the templates icon. In the job templates area, you'll notice you have two areas: firm templates, which are templates you've created or modified, or your Client Hub templates. Client Hub provides you templates for some of the most common work for your clients. These templates can be copied into your firm templates and modified based on your needs. You'll also notice Client Hub has the option to create new templates from scratch or use our magic template feature. In the client task templates, you can view all of the client task templates created by you and your team. You also have the option to create new templates or modify existing templates. The Manage Practice page only available to firm members with the role of admin or manager. This is where you can manage your subscription and access your billing portal. You'll also add your team members here. Click Add a User, enter their name and email address, and select the role. Learn more about our roles by clicking on the link. This page also gives you the option to set some permissions for both your firm users and client users. The Setup and Settings page, available to firm admins and some firm managers depending on their permissions. This is where you can customize and configure areas of Client Hub. This area also gives you the option to manage your integrations with QuickBooks, Xero, as well as Zapier and Anchor. This is also where you'll build your tags, apps, and resource libraries. More information on those can be found in our Client Hub Help Center. From the very bottom of the page, you can access your own account profile. This includes uploading your photo or an avatar for easy identification, changing your password, or setting up your authentication. And remember, always come back to our Customer Success Center for access to knowledge base to learn how to use all of these features, or to connect with our customer support team for answers and guidance. Again, we welcome you to Client Hub, and thank you for putting your trust in us as your firm client collaboration and internal workflow management solution.